What's up, y'all? What's up? Thursday it is. Thursday it is. Let's get it. Thursday it is. Do me a favor when you come in this live, send this live to 5 to 10 people. Let's get this started. Let's get this started. Send this live to 5 to 10 people. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, what's good? What's good? You crazy?
Cuz, what up, baby?
You crazy? I'm cooling,
Talk
man.
to me.
Cooling. Having a nice
Talk
evening.
to me. Hold on, cuz. Let me turn my volume up real quick.
I just say,
Can
can you
hear
hear
you,
me?
cuz. What's happening? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I cannot complain
Ain't
at
speak to
all,
you
man.
all week, man.
At all.
You already know high-level conversations in the building.
I've been, yeah, man. You know, focus. That's
Follow
all I can say.
one's course
Focus.
until successful. That's what focus stands for, baby. We write that
Yes.
every single
Okay.
day.
Let's get it.
Let's go in.
Let's get it. How you doing, man?
Let's go in, cuz. I'm
How you
blessed, man.
doing?
Too blessed to be stressed. Know what I'm talking about?
Good. Okay.
Too blessed to be stressed, cuz.
I hear that. I hear that. All the
Cheers,
way.
cuz.
All the way.
Hope this week has been
Yes.
prosperous and successful for you, though. Real talk.
Definitely. All the way.
Talk to me,
All the
man.
way.
Accountability Thursdays, man. What's up? Talk to me.
Accountability. What you say? If I fail at
That's on
something,
me.
that's on me,
We don't
right?
blame nobody else. We don't make no excuses around here.
That's on me. You hear me? That's on me. Say it again. Say it again.
Hold on for one
Yes,
second.
sir. Yeah. You over
Trying to
there
get my
shaky,
setup
ain't
right.
you?
My fault, guys.
I know you good. You all right. You all right. I'm about to say, what he sipping on? What's up with y'all, man? Y'all make some noise in that chat, man. In these comments, make some noise. How y'all doing this week? Love all the way from Richmond. How y'all doing, man? Y'all let me know y'all here. Make some noise.
How y'all feeling, man? One thing about it, every single Thursday, my fault.
Hey,
Let me
what's
take
up?
these glasses off. I see the ring in them. Every single Thursday, we actually, you know what I'm saying? When you woke up this morning, I hope you didn't, I gotta go here. I gotta go there. You get to go there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't wake up last night or this morning,
Sure.
right? You get to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So cherish your life, man. Be cautious on how you speak to yourself.
Yes, another day, another blessing. Yes, another day, another blessing. Talk to yourself nice. Make sure you always tell yourself you are great. You will be great. You know what I'm saying? Wake up every day, have the same attitude. I know it's hard sometimes because we go through life things, you know what I mean? But always keep that great attitude. I had to tell myself that a couple times. But you always got to make sure you keep that great attitude because it leads you to great places. You know what comes with a bad attitude? Actually, it's funny we talk about this. I actually experienced it the day when I was delivering some oxygen tanks. This lady act like she wanted to fight me over a parking space. And I just told her, I said, you know what? Be happy. We got so much more to live for. We got, catastrophic things happening out here. What we talking about? Like, why are we arguing about a parking space, man? You feel me? We need to be happy about life. At the end of the day, we here. You know what I'm saying? We woke up this morning. God gave you another chance to be great. So just make sure you keep stabbing at that. Be
Big
great,
facts.
man, for real.
Because you ain't never lied, man. Shout out to the CBA in the building, man. It's a couple people. I see y'all. We in the building. All we know is elevate.
Yes.
All we know is elevate, man.
Yes.
So, cuz, question of the week, man.
Yes.
real quick. I just want
Uh-huh.
to get back into it. How much is your life worth?
It's worth a lot. It's worth a lot. It's worth everything. To me, you know, um, I just had this conversation with somebody earlier about how I want my life to be and how I see it. And everything that I want, I'm in
Right.
control of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in control of it, and effort is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I need to put 150% behind everything, right? 150% behind everything that I do. My shortcomings are on me. If I don't
Come
do
on,
something,
cuz.
if I
Come
fail
on,
something,
talk
it's
to me
on me.
real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
My life, my, my life is worth so much more. And I was telling this person that I was telling to earlier, I was just like, I want certain things out of my life. And it's not even that I want it for myself anymore. I want it for my son. I want it for my family. So it's like, if you're not on the same thing as me, you got to move out the way. And I move. I'm trying to tell you, like I mean it in the most respectful way possible. But get out my way, though.
Come on
Get out
with
my
it.
way,
Come on with it.
because my life means so much to me. Because I know I got to be great, not only for me, but for a bigger reason, for any and everybody that's coming after me that I create. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things I've never had in my life. I've never had a house that wasn't crowded. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never had that. But I don't even want it for myself no more. I want it for something that I created.
Big
You feel
facts.
me?
I hear you.
My life means so much to me, man. I'm trying to tell you, and it's only starting to grow more and more in my mental. I'm starting to change my mentality. I'm starting to wake up every day and be like, you know what? I'm gonna give today 150% every day. It's in front of my face every morning when I wake up. I set it as a reminder on my phone to be great every day that I wake up. Complete every task that you have today. Don't come up short on none of them. So what is life about? What goals do you want to complete? You can't come up on the short on the goal because that means you never completed it. You never accomplished it. I ask you the same question.
Life. How much is it worth? First of all, is unlimited. All right. We don't put a cap put a
Mm-hmm.
cap on our life, right? At all. It's worth that
Okay.
much. All right. For me, I live like the same reason how you live your life. I
Mm-hmm.
live my life bigger than me, right? You remember, cause
Mm-hmm.
like you can sit there in that luxury apartment that you live in right now, but you remember growing up on Section 8 where we couldn't
Mm-hmm.
afford groceries. When hot
Yes,
dogs
sir.
and beans was the meal of the
Yes,
week.
sir.
So them same kids that's going through that same
Uh-huh.
situation, right? Like this is what I do it for. And that's my
Yes.
purpose and my why, my reasoning is so much bigger than me. And this is why we do it. So it's limitless.
Well,
And
I guess just requested let her in real quick. But you keep going, cuz. Keep going. Keep going.
come on,
Keep
man.
going. Everybody need to hear this. Everybody need to hear this. She just requested I gotta let
What's
her
up,
in.
friends?
How you
What's
doing?
happening? Dang, y'all done space me. Hold on. I got
You there? Everybody good? How you doing
Hey,
tonight, guys?
I'm
How you
good. How are
doing?
y'all?
Jack, what's up? How you feeling?
You good?
Blessed? Feeling blessed? You know,
Feeling
got this
blessed and
beautiful
never
little,
stressed.
I hear that.
We're in
got
the
this
building
little
tonight. What's up?
pretty
What's happening? What's
sunset.
happening? Jack, talk to the people, man. Let them know what you do, because I know what you do. I see you dropping massive value. I see you dropping massive game every single day. But I really don't think us black people, we really grasping what's going on here. Like, things have shifted. The information is at your hands. Like, people dropping game all day long.
Yeah, the information is in here. Like I was talking with somebody the other day, and oh, it was on live like a couple of days ago, and somebody was asking. They were like, what they say? They were saying like, oh, the information is there. Like, oh, information is half the battle, right? Like that's the old school saying. It's like, what is that exactly how it goes? How's it go? It goes, yeah, like knowledge is half the battle or information is half the battle. And I'm like, it's not anymore. It's literally 20, like not knowing is not half the battle, right? Like knowledge is power. Not knowing is 20%. The other 80% is execution, right?
That part.
Because you can find anything you want to find online. You can find things you don't even need to find online.
Yes.
So it's that 80%. It's that execution, right? We are so used to moving quickly these days. We are so used to moving in this fast-paced world. We're so used to, what up, friend? We're so used to this microwave society, right? Like we want everything at our fingertips quickly as possible. And so that 80% is huge because you are distracted all of the time. You are so distracted. Your phone is always going off. Things are popping up on your computer. You got 50 billion tabs open on your computer. All of this is distracting you from what you need to be focused on, that 80%, that execution. So 50-50, it used to be like knowing is half the battle, and now it's actually executing is half the battle.
Have we not been, we've been telling y'all this, man.
Yes.
This is why we do this high-level conversations every single Thursday. I don't want to hear, oh, I don't have friends like this. I don't want to hear, I'm not in the room. Yo, we have it every single Thursday. So, Jack, please introduce yourself, man. Let them know who you are and what you stand for real quick.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Just shortly, Jacqueline Shattuck. I'm a certified financial planner. I help people build their relationship with money, right? And I help y'all get to the bag because rule number one, get the money first, okay?
Yes.
Most financial advisors want to talk to you about budgeting, and they want to talk to you about your cash flow and all of this. Okay, if the cash flow is not flowing, that's problem number one, okay? So we want to get straight to it. I'm obviously not your traditional financial advisor, so it's not going to be an average conversation.
Let's get it. Let's get into it, y'all.
Yes. Yes. Do me a favor. Tell me what inspires you on a daily basis.
So literally my story is my mom lost everything we had, foreclosed on the house when I was 17. And she lost all of her money due to poor financial advice. And at 17 years old, I promised myself that I would never be broke again. And literally that's really what has kept me going for the last 10 plus years. And lately it's been switching to make an impact to help people who wouldn't traditionally have access to financial advisors. So that's really what keeps me going.
She said she NBA Jack.
All right.
Never broke again, Jack. And I see you in the building. Listen, man.
For real.
I just want you to break it down because I tell a lot of people, right? A lot of people want to make it big, right? And when you make it big, talk about that black tax. They don't really understand what really be going on. When you make it big, now everybody else's problem is now your problem. Because you made a decision to say, you know what? I'm not going to hope. I'm not going to pray. I'm going to decide that I'm about to go after this dream life. And when it start to click, now everybody think they entitled to something. So talk about that black tax real quick, because everybody really want to make it to that next level, but it's a whole nother demon when you get there. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, the black tax is tough because literally the black tax is once you get to the bag, everybody else wants a piece of what you have, right? Like that happens. If y'all ever have shown off for the gram, posted something on social media, and then your people see it and they're like, oh, I want some of that. Let me hold some. Let me hold some, right? Like that's what happens with the black tax. So the black tax, in life we pay taxes on everything, right? We pay income tax, we pay sales tax, sometimes we pay a death tax, right? So you might be paying the black tax, which is you giving money to your family just because you're the first professional go-getter get to the bag, right? Like you may have to pay that tax. And so you really have to learn how to manage it, right? Because for me personally, my family was coming for me. They were like, yo, we need some of that. Let me get some. Let me hold some. And I was like, look, I won't support your lifestyle. I will help you get to the bag. I will teach you. But if you don't have that 80%, if you don't have that effort, that execution, that willpower, I'm not going to do it for you. Because we came from the same place. And I had to execute and I had to exude a certain amount of energy. And I'm literally giving you the blueprint to do it. And sometimes I'm giving you all the tools and I'm like, just do 1, 2, and 3. And if you can't do that, I can't help you. So I've got to figure out why you have this gap. Why do you have this income gap? Why do you need this money? That's the first thing. Because I'm going to ask you, like, yo, what happened to the money from your job? You didn't pay for X, Y, Z, this, that, and the other thing? Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like you're in a tough spot. You need to figure it out. But I'm not here to support your lifestyle. I am here to help you in a time of crisis. But most of the time, if you ask those questions to somebody who is forcing you to pay the black tax, if you start asking them those questions, they will stop asking you for money. Because people who get in a hard spot like that and they continuously have to ask you for money, they usually don't have any accountability. And once you provide that accountability to them, they're going to stop asking you because they're going to be like, well, I don't want to explain that I went out and paid for part of the section at the club, and that's why I can't make my rent, right? We're not doing that. Okay?
Y'all laughing. Hold up. I need to write that down. Like, I need my assistant to write that down.
No, I'm just saying, though, but what's today? Accountability Thursday.
Right. So if y'all are listening, if you pay the black tax yourself, you are the wealth builder in your family. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm trying to see where my 1's at. All right. If you pay the black tax in your family and your people are like, yo, let me hold something, put a 1 in the chat. That's me. I'm trying for 1 in the chat because that's me. They always
Auntie be mad with you. Like, I'm about to, after this, I'm about to hop on a flight and go to Puerto Rico. But she gonna ask for $300. Then she gonna be like, well, you went to Puerto Rico. I make this, baby. Like, come on.
Yo, but look, y'all that are on here, the people who put 1 in the chat, those are the people who you're supposed to be networking with. Those are the people you're supposed to be communicating with. Those are the people that are supposed to be helping hold you accountable and you holding them accountable in return, right? Those are the people you need to DM because those are the people who get on here and they don't waste time, all right? A lot of y'all get on social media and you waste time. You waste time scrolling. Like, it's cool to get a laugh or whatever, but y'all waste time on here, all right? You're sitting on this live. You're not commenting because you're not really tapped in and you're really wasting your time right now, right? Like, you know you're the wealth builder in your family, but you can't even type a 1 in the chat because you can't even commit to executing, right? All of your time is valuable. Y'all, I feel like, I don't know, something hit me. But listen, all of your time is valuable. I think that's because it's how I feel about my time. All of your time is valuable. The time that you are spending watching this live right now, this is valuable time of yours. Don't waste it. And anything that you're doing throughout the day, you should be getting something out of it. When you're resting, you should be fully getting rest. If you're on social media for a laugh to relieve yourself because you've been stressed and you just want to zone out, spend that time zoning out. Set that timer, right? Like when I find myself in a tough position and I don't want to look at anything and I don't want to talk to nobody and I don't want to listen to no podcast, I don't want to do any of that, I give myself a certain amount of time. I give myself 15, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever I think is going to take for me to relax and recuperate, right? So you need to give yourself an allotted time to just freely think. But the problem is you can't just let that run away from you. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. If I'm talking to you, you need better time management skills. Don't waste your time on this live just watching, just watching, right? Commit, execute. Put things on your calendar.
Yes. I was looking at one of your posts. Can you elaborate on
go, Kelly.
Work optional for me?
Let's go, Kay. Wait, let's go, Ray. I see you, Chapter Young 87. So work optional. All right. I got a question. How many of y'all really think that like retirement is like attainable for you? Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, yo, retirement is like a thing for me. because the reality is I've worked with a lot of clients. I see you. Okay. All right. No more typing in the chat while you're driving. I have a lot of clients who the majority of my 8-year career was spent serving people age 50 and up. Okay. People 50 and up, they don't even want to say that they're going to retire. Why? Because retirement has this negative, like yucky connotation to it where people are like, I'm not going to just sit in a chair by a beach and do nothing. Like, I'm not going to do that. They're like, I'm not going to sit around and collect Social Security and get old. I'm not doing that. Right. So there was this negative connotation on it. And people were like, yeah, I don't want no parts of that. And so I was like, well, what if we start calling it work optional? Because it's a point in time when you want work to be optional, right? That's what retirement is. And that is the new age retirement, when work becomes optional. Because you got a lot of people who could retire, but they still work part-time, right? Because what we really want at the end of the day is for work to be optional. You want to wake up and be able to have the decision of whether or not you go to work. You don't want your day to be dictated by how much money you need to earn. Right. So you want to get to that point where work is optional. You have a whole community of people who are chasing work optional. The FIRE community, financial independence, retire early. It's all people who decide they're going to scrimp their pennies together and be able to retire early. And I'm not mad at it at all. And when I semi-retired a couple years ago, I was like, well, this is boring. I was like, well, this is boring. You got to find something that brings you joy. You have to find something that you want to do. So work is now optional. Does that make sense for y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel me. You want work to be optional.
Time out. She said she's semi-retired, though. Hold up. What kind of car she pulling up, man?
I retired. My little white Benz. Like, we are...
Hold on, we don't do little on this chat, man. It's big
we
Ben.
are doing what me and her are doing what we want to do. Like, that's the life that I have been able to design, right? Like, my life is the way that it is intentionally. Everything was designed. I started creating this life 8 years ago. I designed this life 8 years ago. Right. So that's what I want to teach other people to do. That's what I do teach other people to do, how to design your life so that it can be exactly how you want it to be. Right. Like, it's not rocket science.
Hold on. Tell the people what it took. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it only takes a decision. Jack, you agree with me? A decision.
Yeah. So at 17, I literally decided I was never going to be broke again. And it took me a while to figure out like all the tools to get to where I wanted to go. But it was ultimately a decision, right? And so this is the thing. People think that watching this live and not clicking the eyes up there and following all the speakers is going to keep money coming in. And I'm just playing with y'all. But for real, click the eyes up here, follow all the speakers. Okay? Listen, you have to make a decision. People think that choices take a lot of time, effort, all of these things. It takes months to build a habit. No, choices are instant. Okay? When we make our decisions, a lot of times we're like, oh, we need more time to make. You don't need more time. What we need to make decisions is information. Okay? Y'all don't need time to make decisions. You need information to make decisions. Is that a bar? Do y'all feel me? Put a flame in the chat if y'all feel me. Okay. You don't need time to make decisions. You need information. So you have to make that decision. You have to select that choice, right? You literally choose what you want to do. So it's funny, I was talking about this on live yesterday. So in college, right? I would find myself getting into a little trouble freshman year at the parties. If I went to a college party and I didn't have a choice made beforehand of how that party was going to play out, right? So, for example, if I was going to go to a party, I realized that I needed to make the decision beforehand what time I was going to leave if I was going to drink, how much I was going to drink, right? I needed to make those decisions beforehand. I needed to make those choices beforehand. I needed to create that plan to follow. Otherwise, I was just going to get caught up in this ocean wave of doing whatever. And then I might get carried away and the day is not going to go. The evening's not going to go how I want it to go, right? So we have to make these decisions and these choices beforehand. But I noticed that when I would make a choice or a decision for myself, I would stick to it. And you know why I would stick to it? Because at that time, I really respected myself and I trusted myself, right? I trusted myself that when I made that decision, I made it for the best reason and I would stick to that decision. Okay, if you are making decisions for yourself, you're making choices and you're saying, oh, I'm going to become a millionaire. And then 2 weeks later, you wake up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because you just haven't felt like doing anything and you just wasted the last 2 weeks. You know why you do that? You do that because you do not respect yourself. You do not trust yourself.
That's yo, she talking heavy right there. She talking to somebody right now.
I told
Sometimes
you we're not
talking to me.
We're not wasting time. Do y'all feel me? Right? Put some flames in the chat if you feel me.
Yes,
Listen,
I feel you.
this is why we don't execute. This is why we miss out on that 80%. Because what happens is you go to work, right? And you sign up to do a job. And you show up and you do that job perfectly and you get paid to do that job and you're on time with your job and you come in, you ask for a raise, right? Because that's what we do. We come in, we ask for raises when we do our jobs perfectly. So we come in and we do that. Why? Because we respect our employers. Because we know that they write our paychecks at the end of the day and they hold our livelihood in their hands. The reason why you don't do what you say you're going to do is because you do not respect yourself. You do not respect your time. You do not respect your effort. You do not respect your hustle. You do not respect your competence, right? Like I can keep going, but the problem is you do not respect yourself at the end of the day. So a lot of people want to come to me and say, oh, it's a money issue. It's this issue. It's that. No, it's literally you don't respect yourself enough to make the decision to go after it because you don't have the confidence. Male or female, it doesn't matter. You don't have the confidence because you do not love, trust, and respect yourself enough to go after it. So to your point of making a decision, you literally have to make that choice and you have to make that promise to yourself. And you have to realize that if you break that promise to yourself, you are showing yourself the highest level of disrespect you can ever show yourself. To break promises to yourself, that's it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Somebody might report this live. Like, she going crazy. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Somebody might report this live and get us reported. Like, is that serious?
She talking about me. She talking
barking.
about me.
Somebody say she barking. Yes. Is that serious? But that's how you gotta talk to yourself, man. You cannot relax. You can't make excuses for yourself. Like, you don't respect yourself, man. How you expect to get to the next level if you don't respect yourself?
Yeah, you don't respect yourself. And I feel like it's a conversation that our young men don't have enough of talking about respecting themselves. We always talk about respecting women, which is key to success in life. Just in case y'all are wondering, is to respect women. That's the key to success in life. But for the rest of y'all,
I'm gonna let you rock.
Y'all don't, you just don't respect yourself enough. Like, it just kind of sucks. I don't believe that everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur. The economy wouldn't even work if everybody was an entrepreneur. Yeah, but I do think that everybody can earn passive income. Everybody can have a side hustle. But I don't think that we talk enough about men respecting themselves. So, Kings, I need you to put a 1 in the chat, okay? This is your promise that you're going to respect yourself, okay? This is the promise that you're going to make this decision to do whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Okay, because I think that you're worthy of that level of respect, that worthy of confidence, that you're worthy of not being insecure. Look at these ones coming in. Look at these ones flowing. These ones flowing. I don't know where my ladies are at tonight. I feel like it's no ladies here tonight. It's not ladies' night.
I know, right?
Thursday, they all at the bar. They getting treated. It's Thursday.
She touched the nerve with you.
Hey, they gonna report this live.
lame.
You talking too heavy to me. I don't want to be holding
I mean,
accountable. That's how they do it.
And that's okay. That's perfectly fine.
Don't report it. Just get off the live. Like, we about to go heavy right now, like, for real. Because I'm telling you right now, we about to go heavy because
Please don't.
so many people and my mother told me to do the same thing. Talk to me about working 40 hours a week for 40 years and retire off of 40% of your salary. Like, that's what she told me to do. Go get a job at the Walmart. Work your way up. How would what? 40 plan.
Can you pin this comment for me? Appreciate you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
If I don't have the knowledge to retire, first of all, I don't know how to manage 100% of the paycheck. So how I'm gonna retire off of 40%? What do I need to do? Talk to me. Talk to somebody who's doing it right now. What do we need to do?
I don't think there's anything wrong with taking the slow path to wealth. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with working your 25, 30 years, saving your money and retiring, you know, with $1 million+ I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there's a difference. You have to choose which lane you want to go in. Do you want to take the accelerated lane, or do you want to take the above? It's actually an above average trajectory. For you to retire with $1 million, like, that's an above average trajectory. Most Americans can't afford what? A $400 emergency right now, right? So taking either one of those paths is really amazing, especially if you look like one of us on this live.
Absolutely.
So I think that we have just been, I think that social media, because we can show whatever we want and people can project whatever they want on social media, we've ended up in this microwave society of like convenience. And now, like Amazon Prime, I'll put it in my hand right now. I want it now. What do you mean I gotta wait 3 days? I want it right now. Deliver it to me. We live in this world of thinking that everything is so sped up. And it's like, yeah, some things have been microwaved. Some things can be put in your hand immediately, but a lot of things can't. And your wealth will be built one step at a time, right? Some people figure out how to accelerate that. And if you want to know the secret to accelerate that, put a 1 in the chat and maybe we'll talk about it.
Hey, make sure y'all put that 1 in that chat. Make sure y'all put that 1 in that
Put
chat.
the 1 in
Right
the
here,
chat.
right
Tell them put 11 in the chat. Matter of fact, 111. Come on.
Damn. Do me a favor. You got something real important coming up in about a week, right?
About a week ago.
Black Equity Con.
I might have to pull up to that, man. I might have to
Yeah,
pull
y'all
up.
should. Y'all should. Miami is always a vibe. It's like the week before my birthday. It's my birthday month, so I'm already turned up all month. Every day I'm in a good mood.
Gemini. What? Gemini?
Every day I'm going to be in a good mood. We're not categorizing people. We're not putting people in a box. Geminis, don't let them put you in a box. Don't let them hate on your birthday season, okay? But yeah, so we
Cancer
have Black
season up
Equity
next, baby.
We have Black Equity Con coming up. I don't know if I have any OGs on this live, but I have been gracing y'all with a little gift, okay? And I did see a couple OGs on here. If you haven't won the virtual ticket yet, you already know the vibes. I need you to screenshot this live. I need you to tag me, us in it, okay? And I'm going to give away a virtual ticket. Y'all, we haven't even announced virtual tickets yet. I don't even know if virtual tickets are actually going to happen and be a thing. They're supposed to be. But if they're not, I'm still going to sneak you one anyways, because I promised you on this live I would get you one, okay? And I don't break my promises. I don't break promises to myself. I ain't going to break promises to you.
I'm going to tell y'all real quick. Action takers is money, man.
Hey, look.
If y'all want that
Yes.
to get input in the virtual ticket, like, why not? I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of us didn't grow up like this. It's a missed opportunity cost. I'm telling you right now, it's a missed opportunity cost.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is it gonna cost you if you don't do it? Talk like y'all don't understand this. Everybody asks, how much is the price? How much is the price? How much is it gonna cost you if you don't do it? Come on, yo, screenshot a live, tag somebody. How much? Come on, how much is that worth, man? Talk to me.
Come on now.
How much is
That'd
that
be worth
worth?
at least like
Come on now.
$600 because that's what the ticket's going for. So,
$600 to get
Yeah,
how much
that ain't nothing.
information?
but I was gonna say, guess what? How like, so the problem that we had with the conference was every speaker wanted to teach everybody how to get $1 million or like $1 million net worth or like basically how to get an M. So the thing is, you're gonna learn some information at this conference. Whether or not you execute is on you, but that information is there for you. Period.
All right.
Y'all be thinking this is crazy, and like I've been there. I was a black man. You know what I mean, I had a little past. You know what I mean, Baltimore, Maryland. We did what we did, but yo, we deserve this. I'm telling y'all, we are worthy of this. I don't care what your mother did or didn't do. I don't care what your father did or didn't do. We deserve this for us. And execution will change the trajectory of your life. I guarantee you that. I've been there making excuses, man. You know what? I'm not going to this conference, bro. I got to go to this little party because my cousin. No. Listen to me. Screenshot it. Make sure that you get involved. Hey, if you got the money, go buy the ticket. Go down to Miami. I guarantee you, not even if you learn something, you should get a business partner or somebody that you can relate to or somebody that you can bounce ideas off of because it's that simple. Get in the room. Maybe I'm just talking to talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, bring my other page in. Yeah,
Okay,
let
bring
the
the other page
followers over there, hop in. I know we getting to the end. We about to wrap up, but
let's go. Let's go. You have a book. If I'm not mistaken, you have a book out, right?
I do.
Tell me about
There
it.
we go. Look at that. Rise to the top. Okay. What's going on back here? Oh, my pillows. Pillows going on back here. What's up, y'all? Okay. Yeah. So I have a bunch of books. If y'all aren't following me, follow me because y'all on this live are getting a little extra sauce. But my birthday coming up in a couple weeks, so I may or may not have some surprises for y'all. Once you get old, your birthday is not about you anymore. It's about the people and what you can do to help the people. So y'all make sure y'all click the eyes, boop, right here, and follow me and stay tuned for more.
Yes, ma'am. You got a book? You got a book out, right?
My money planning and positivity book that I wrote during COVID when the world was ending.
Yes.
Yeah, I literally wrote a book because I was like, I think people need to hear from a financial advisor that having money isn't the only thing that's going to help bring your whole life together. And you literally, like I was saying earlier on the live, you literally have to design your life to be whatever you want it to be. And, I wrote the book just because I wanted people to understand these certain pillars that really make your life whole. Because, we hear about like big celebrities who have money and followings and all of the things, and it's like they still end up committing suicide, right? Like RIP to Chesley, Miss America. Like she literally jumped off of the building. Why would she do that? She was had a great career, always seemed happy, all of these things, right? But at the end of the day, money is just a tool to help you design the life that you want to live. And there's a lot of pieces that go into that. But at the end of the day, money still dictates your livelihood. Money still dictates the way that you live. Money dictates what time you're going to wake up in the morning. So it's still very, very important. And so that's the things that I wrote about in the book. I wrote about the first steps that you need to take to start getting control of your money.
I hear that. Where can the audience
Well,
get that?
I may be able to give them a copy if they screenshot this live and tag me in it. First person to do that that's interested in the book, I will.
Damn.
Copy of the book.
Talking about value.
Talk about value. I'm just trying to give the people what they need.
Talking about value in the chat. Hold up. This is crazy. Jack, tell me, like, give me like 3 tips real quick. Don't give me 3 tips. Give the people 3 tips. I need 3 tips to build wealth. Give me 3 tips.
3 tips to build wealth. Rule number 1, get the money first. Okay. That's rule number 1 for real. But honestly, before rule number 1, you really have to believe that you're worthy of more. And I think a lot of people think that, oh, I have to leave my job. You do not have to leave your job. You just have to click the eyes up here and be following the speakers on the live, okay? No, you just have to believe that you're worthy of earning more, right? Because your job pays you money to do a specific role, okay? And they really need you for that. But in order for you to earn more money, you're going to have to first believe that you are worthy of earning more money, all right? If y'all follow me, you'll find my number to text. Text my number, text invest to my number. That way you can get gems, daily motivational gems, right? Not even sales tips, just motivation for you to believe that you're worthy of that next level. Then you have to figure out how to get the bag, right? So I'm a certified financial planner. In that curriculum, we don't teach anything about credit. Like, they don't teach you anything about income streams, none of that, right? It's literally for people who to manage their wealth, meaning that they already have money. If you don't already have money and you don't come from a rich family and nobody hands you a check every month or pays your bills, you have to figure out how to get the money first, right? That's the first thing. Get the money into the account, all right? Then I need you to, so we got to first believe that we're worthy of the money. Rule number 1, get the money first. We got to do that. Then we have to actually manage and maximize the money that we've made, right? And how do we do that? This is where the budgeting comes into play, right? This is where the cash flow management comes into play. And I tell people that you don't need to budget just for the reason of budgeting, right? Just because, oh, well, people say we got to budget, right? I'm actually at a point in my life where I really don't budget anymore, okay? Reason why you need to budget, 2 reasons. First, you have to build a financial discipline, right? That's why I don't really have to budget anymore, because I know about what's coming in. I know about what's going out. I understand that I needed to build a financial discipline. So that's the reason why I need y'all to budget if y'all have not started budgeting. Y'all follow me? Give me a 1 in the chat. Y'all follow me, okay?
Yeah.
That's the first reason why you need to budget. I want to make sure y'all are following me before I give you the second reason why you need to budget. Unless you're an OG, you're not going to know this reason why. But y'all follow me? The first reason why you need to budget is literally just to build the financial discipline. Especially if you come from a household where y'all don't talk about money often, where you don't have these conversations very often, then you really need to build that financial discipline. All right? So that's reason number 1. Get some ones in the chat. All right, y'all follow me. Y'all follow me. Y'all feel me? You did? Okay, we got to build that financial discipline. The second reason why we need to budget is because, drum roll please, we need to know how much money we have to invest every month. Yeah, use credit for everything. I get that, but not when you're first starting out. Like, if you're first starting out, and this is where people get confused, because they're like, oh, well, such and such told me that I need to use my credit card every month and pay it off. Meanwhile, Ramsey over here told me that I need to pay down all of my debt. So now you're trying to play this game of using your credit cards and getting the credit card rewards points, but really you got a whole bunch of debt that you really need to be paying off. So one thing at a time, all right? One thing at a time. Budget and build that financial discipline. And while you're doing that, you're paying down your debt, right? You need to pay off all of your debt and get a fresh start. Okay, I'm not talking about like student loans or like mortgage. I'm talking about consumer debt. I'm talking about credit cards. I'm talking about the debt that you use to finance your lifestyle. That's what I'm talking about. You got to get rid of that first, okay? And then you can use your credit card, right, over your debit card, which you should be doing for a myriad of reasons. But do y'all follow me? Y'all follow me?
I think you went over people's heads, because it sounded like homie was confused.
What, on the credit play?
Yeah, he sounded like he was confused. Or she. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I don't know where my ladies are at today. My ladies they just skipped out
Told
on.
you it's Thirsty Thursdays. They don't get in the drink, man. They out having fun. You know what I'm
That's
They're
it.
enjoying
Yeah,
their
the
evening. I'm
bar.
not mad at them, but no, literally, it's budgeting for two reasons. One, so that you build up your financial discipline, and two, so that you know how much money you have to invest every single month.
about. Yo, I just want to know. I don't know if y'all seen it, right? It was like a post that went viral, like maybe 2 months ago. Shorty was like, "Yo, I am so embarrassed that my man, no, not even her man. I guess he was dating him. Had to use his credit card over his debit card. Like, how ignorant is that? And it embarrassed me because they had to be black folks. It's like, yeah, like,
Yeah, I didn't see that, but that is. I'm not even gonna say it's sad because I have heard some crazy things. Listen, y'all. I heard this one time. I cannot make this up. This woman told me, and by woman, I mean she was like 24, so I get it. This woman told me, she said, I don't want to buy a house because when you get a mortgage, then you got to pay mortgage and rent.
don't piss me off today, please. Don't piss me off today.
I was like, who gonna tell her? Y'all, who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her that's not how that works? Like, and I think everybody around her was just so stunned that we were like,
I'm getting off this live. This can't be true. It can't be true. Ain't no way.
but I mean, it's the same thing as the girl being embarrassed because her man had to use a credit card. I'm not gonna lie. When I go out, if somebody else picks up the bill, I'm like, is your card this color? Or what color is your card? Is it a credit card? Better be a credit card.
Do you know how mad I get that I can't pay my son's tuition with my credit card? You know how many points I get back? Y'all don't. I get free money for spending other people's money. Black people don't get like
your son's
y'all don't get
tuition.
It. Y'all don't get it.
You mean private school tuition?
Private school, yes.
I'm about to say college. You look like you're in college. How are you and your baby in college at the same time?
No. Like y'all don't understand this stuff. Like yo, you really get rewards and money back on certain credit cards for spending other people's money.
Straight like that.
And I even like I teach people how to do the transportation business. I'm just learning. Like yo, okay, I'm spending $2,000. Y'all gonna give me this credit? Cool, let's do it. And I'm gonna pay it off every month, and we good. I'm getting money for spending other people's money. Let's do it. But that might go over y'all heads, man. I gotta get somebody on here who know better.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We got time for one more.
Yes, because I gotta hit the road.
Elaborate on taking no risk will be your biggest risk. For the people that don't understand that quote, or they need to start that business.
Taking no risk will be your biggest risk. What was the whole? I like to read the whole thing. Taking no risk will end up being your biggest risk. You have to risk failure to succeed. You have to risk rejection to be accepted. You have to risk heartbreak to love. If you're always avoiding risk, you're risking missing out on life. Which is true. You are risking missing out on life if you're not risking something every day, which we all do, right? Like we all literally, oh dang, got kicked off. We all risk, my bad, y'all. We all risk something every single day, right? And if you don't risk something, you cannot get a reward. In terms of investments, we talk about high risk, high reward, okay? So with that, we're saying it's like playing the lottery, right? Or it's like gambling. You can lose absolutely everything, or they're like, hey, you got this potential to win this $50,000, $100,000, $1 million jackpot. right? But it's a risk. It's a high risk, high reward, but also high loss as well, like high potential for loss. So I think that it's important that we take calculated risk, okay? Everything in life can't be completely calculated down to one little thing, right? Like that's one of the hardest things about being a financial planner is when people come to you and they want everything to go exactly like this in this exact timeline in this order, this type of way. It's like, yo, it's not always going to work like that. Like you can't plan out every little T, right? So a lot of my clients are planning for children, and it's hard because we don't know when or if you will actually conceive, right? Or you'll maybe have to go the adoption route. We have to figure out how to weave that into things, right? But literally not taking risk will be your not taking risk will be the biggest thing that you risk in your life. Because can you talk about a life never loving, right? The quote is, "'Tis better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all." It's better to have risked it all and have experienced that than to not experience it at all, right? So I think that it's very important that we are taking risks in life, right? We got to figure out when we are emotionally ready, right? That's why we talk about risk tolerance. And investing, we talk about what's your risk tolerance? How much can you stomach in the market, okay? Before you click the eyes up here and you make sure that you're following everybody on the live. All right. How much risk can you take in the stock market before you're like, oh, no, I just got to pull out. It's too much risk. I'm pulling out. Okay. How much risk can you take? It's literally called your risk tolerance. Okay. But you have to be able to take on a certain amount of risk if you want to have a reward, if you want to have something to show for it at the end of the day. You have to take on some risk, right? Which is why people are like, oh, well, my boss gets paid X amount and I only get paid this amount, right? Or the owner of the company gets paid this and I only get paid this. Why? Because the owner has taken on all of the risk. The owner has risked everything for their success, right? And if things go bad, that falls on them as the owner, not on you as the employee, right? So this is why we say it's important for you to take risks.
Yeah.
Jack, let me know. Like I know mom 17, so maybe 16. Talk to your 16-year-old self right now.
Talking
and
about
your body today.
Old self. Being 16 was so hard. I was just talking to my friend about this. Like when you live in the household and you're still subject to what you're being brought up as with your parents, like it's really hard for you to like really break out and do your own thing. So I think talking to my 16-year-old self, I really would have just told her to be more confident. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, the first thing that you need is confidence. Like literally, I would have told her like to be more confident, that she was worthy of investing, she's worthy of success. You know, she was worthy of becoming a financial advisor, because people told me at the beginning that I wasn't even worthy of becoming a financial advisor. They were like, you can't even do that. True. Right? Which is crazy to me. So I literally would have told her at 16, like, you're definitely worth more than what the people around you are telling you.
Definitely. We appreciate everything, all the gems that you dropped tonight. Just do me one favor, nominate somebody else to come on here and drop some gems.
I got you. I'll shoot you, Dean.
Thank you.
Yo, check this out. Appreciate you. Listen to me. I got to run the top discussion every single Thursday. We have high-level conversations, right? Whatever's at the top of the mind, we discuss, right? If you're not shooting for the top, then put your hand down. Like, you blocking our way. Every single Thursday, man. It's your boy, Dayron. Jack in the building. Cuzzo Avon in the building. Peace.
Y'all have a good one, man.